Welcome to this Front Street Fights exclusive. I'm Matt Johnson here with Matt Jones. The announcement was made earlier this morning. You will be headlining Front Street Fights 14 on November 10th. You're back in the title hunt against Fabio Seijao for the vacant featherweight title. First of all, just your reaction to this news.
I'm super excited to be given the opportunity to take this title, especially here in my hometown. I'm excited to showcase my skills yet again. If anyone saw the last fight, I'm going to show that it wasn't a fluke, and that's how I truly am as a fighter.
Now, this is something that I know has been in discussion for a while, you getting this title opportunity. Of course, matchmaker Todd Carlson naming Matt Jones the number one contender for the featherweight title a couple of months ago. What's the waiting game like been from being named number one contender to now you know it's go time and you have an opponent?
I kept my training going on. I was constantly trying to improve, so that's what kept me busy in the waiting game. It's actually kind of perfect.
Now, looking back on it, we've touched on this a couple times before. This will be your second shot at the featherweight title. Of course, you were in the fight against Josh Tyler when we tried to award it the first time. Tough loss for you, great fight for you. I know it's one thing we said in the broadcast is you grew up in that fight. How have you grown up since that fight to this fight? Because it's been quite a long time since that one.
Yeah, so just last week I rewatched that fight as I was running on the treadmill, and I just saw all the improvements that I've made. The lack of movement I had in that fight, the lack of my kicking technique, it wasn't as crisp. My wrestling wasn't as smooth. But just to see how much I've grown from that and comparing it to my last fight and just watching my own training session videos, it's super comforting to know that you're seeing the improvement. So I can't wait to showcase my skills in November.
The goal, of course, is to leave with that belt around your waist. What is it going to take to get that done?
The same thing I've been doing the last 12 weeks. Just keep it up for another 7 more weeks.
All right, well, you heard it. About 7 more weeks. November 10th, it is a Friday night at CenturyLink Arena. Matt Jones versus Fabio Seijao for the vacant Front Street Fights featherweight title. You can get your tickets online at CenturyLinkArenaBoise.com. Matt, we'll see you on November 10th. Thanks.
Sounds good.